the next task is to create some sort of collaborative piece to your course. Right? You can come up with any option that you choose, but our suggestions are to use something like Padlet, Office 365 shared documents, or some sort of forum built into Moodle. Alright, so the first one that we're going to show is Padlet, and there's a couple different ways to add Padlet to your Moodle page. Right, one option basically is to add a URL. So I'm just going to go into a section, I'm going to scroll down, add a URL. I can just say this is my Padlet example. I'm going to ignore the description of it, and then I'm just going to say, alright, I know I want it to go to my exact URL for my whatever I'm doing. Alright, so I'm just going to go, I have Padlet open, I have an example Padlet done, and I'm just going to basically copy this link up here, go back to my Moodle, paste it in here. Okay, for my appearance, I can choose, maybe I want it to just open, or I might want it to be in a pop-up. A lot of the times I like sticking with pop-up, so that way my Moodle page is still showing up in the background. So in a pop-up here, I'll leave this as the default size, even though I might want to make it bigger. Alright, then I don't need to basically do anything else to it, and I'm just going to save and return to course. Okay, if you've never seen Padlet before, basically it just serves as some sort of board where you could basically just open it up, you could double click to share your thoughts to whatever the prompt was, and you could have a class discussion or some sort of resource board or anything like that for the kids to contribute to. Okay. Another thing you could do is to utilize Office 365 shared documents. If you take the Office 365 course prior to this, you already have seen how to incorporate some of those things into your classes. If you have not seen that yet, just watch some of those videos in that course, and that will explain basically what to do. Another option would be to basically use a forum or another activity. So if I go to forum, what this will do is basically let students respond to something that you post on there. There are a couple different ways you can set up your forum. So I suggest clicking the link that gives you more information about forums. That'll take you to a Moodle Docs page, and that'll help you set up and kind of get an idea for what kind of forum you would actually want to set up. Okay, so this is just a sample forum. If you just want something quick and easy, you just could use a standard forum for general use. You can decide if you want to keep track of anything, or if you want to restrict access or anything. And then I'm just going to save and return to course. And now you have a forum here where students can respond, or they can respond to something you start, or they can start their own topics and discuss any problems or issues that they're having as well. And one thing I just want to mention, I'm just going to backtrack a little bit here, is when we talked about Padlet, we made this link here where that Padlet was showing up in its own window. One thing that's cool about Padlet is that you can actually take that and embed it into another page. So if you wanted to build it into a lesson, or if you wanted to build it into just a general page on your Moodle course, you would just basically use an embed code like you did for a YouTube video. And I'm just going to do a page really quickly just so you can see it. So I'm going to add a page, and if I do that, I need to give it a name, so this is just going to be my Padlet embed, just so we know the difference. And I'm just going to click this HTML source button, which is going to give me that information. I can go to my Padlet board that I have, and if I click the share/export button, I'll notice that one of the options is an embed code. And then all I need to do is paste that code into this spot and click update. And then my embed for my Padlet is just going to take up the space that's available in my window. Actually, in this case, I put it in the wrong spot. So what I'm just going to do is take it, I'm going to copy it, delete it out of here. I don't need it in my description spot. I'm going to go down to my page content. I'm going to paste it in here. And now that it's shown up in the page content, this is actually where the students would see it then when they click on it. Okay, I'll hit save, return to course. Now if I want to do it, I can click on this Padlet embed. The kids would still be within Moodle, but this Padlet board's taking up that page then, and they would be able to click on it and post whatever you wanted to on that spot. Okay, so your goal is to just take something that you're doing, if it's in Padlet or if it's something else, and just add some sort of collaborative piece to it so the students are going to interact in some sort of meaningful way and give you the ability to see what they're thinking.